Aang has given himself over to the ocean spirit, allowing it to channel its rage through him and access the power of the Avatar.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Zuko! Bring this spirit to your life. Uncle. What is it?
Let's see Avatar.
That is wrath. We must go. No, Zuko! We can't, we must! Zhao! You're alive.
Yes.
You ruined everything. The Avatar was mine. My mission. Your mission was a sham. Ozai was playing with you.
Yes.
It was all a game.
Iroh warned you about it.
Ozai was just using you as motivation for your sister. You're lying! Admit you're lying! Who do you think was my ally through all this? Azula told me everything I needed to know. You were the fire in which her iron was forged.
Oh, that's a good symbol. I know, my dear, I know. Careful. Yes, Iroh, yes. Together. Okay, enough. Let's go back with Sokka and Yui, please.
The world will be forever out of balance.
There must be something we can do, some way to bring the moon back to life.
There is a way.
Sokka. Thank you.
Huey, what are you doing?
I was touched by the moon spirit as a child, so I have its life within me. It's time for me to give it back.
She's gonna be someone.
This isn't a sad thing. Do you know why the ocean and moon spirits take physical form for a night? It's because they want to know what it is to be mortal. It's worth the risk to be alive, even for just one night.
Hey, don't be an idiot! You're not just the Avatar, you're my family!
Huey, no!
She's gonna bring back the power of our people. It's gonna be the moon.
I know you think you don't belong in this world. You were never meant to die 100 years ago. If you had, you wouldn't be here now. And the world needs you.
They need you.
I need you.
This kid who... This one also. They die to protect their arm.
I'm sorry I couldn't protect her.
My daughter always made her own choices.
Her sacrifice is amazing. Yes, it's amazing.
Me? I stood on the sidelines while others fought and died, being the warrior I could never be.
Sokka, in a moment, when she must have been scared, you made sure she wasn't alone. You don't have to be a warrior. You'll be a hero.
Do you remember how I told you water was the element of change? I've forgotten what that truly meant.
That you can change?
You reminded me of that. And I'm deeply grateful that you did. You know, there's a whole new generation of waterbenders who need training. We could use your help.
She has another mission.
But Aang still has a journey to complete. And so do I. After all, the Avatar still has to learn waterbending.
Mm-hmm. With her.
In that case, he couldn't have asked for a better master.
What is it?
Water from our oasis. A reminder of what we've gone through. And an invitation to return. Anytime.
What do you think, Prince Zuko? What do you want to do? I don't know. I'm tired.
Okay.
Then you should rest. A man needs his rest.
And a cup of tea! You're gonna find yourself, Zuko.
I caused this. No. The Fire Nation did. Because I failed to be the Avatar.
Aang, this is war. There's going to be losses. There's going to be pain. None of that is your fault.
We have to prepare for whatever they throw at us next. And so stop worrying about the past and start thinking about what you still have to do.
Master all four elements! Are you ready now?
I think I understand something Gyatso was trying to tell me. He told me, let go of the past, or we'll never have a future. That's right. You're gonna learn waterbending, and I'm gonna make sure of that.
Nah.
And then earthbending.
Which means back to Amashu.
Or someone else.
The North was never the true target.
Boy!
First time in a century. Omashu is ours.
Brilliant strategy. But was the Fire Lord aware Prince Zuko was among the forces at Agna? Loss of life among our troops was substantial.
Does he care?
If Zuko is strong, he'll survive. If not, sometimes you have to sacrifice the weak to keep yourself strong.
Oh, really? I love your up on Aang.
Omashu. It's ours!
It's taken 100 years. The time finally draws near.
When?
Soon, we shall see the return.
Sozin's comet.
That's it. It's really the storm outside. It's really so dark. Can you hear it? Can you hear suddenly the rain coming like that at the end of this episode? Oof! Like ready to salute the end of this episode, this season. Like that's it. Also to go with the mood of this final episode. I cried again. Is it really a surprise? Not that much. Avatar Aang is controlling right now. Not the ocean, but really the storm which is outside, and he's mad. He's really mad because an asshole tried to really kill the moon. Can we talk about it? This asshole tried to kill the moon. Zhao was such an asshole, like he wanted to be the next Fire Lord. He wanted to erase all of an entire community, and for sure, as much as I cried, I was desperate to really see directly the genocide that they committed on the Airbenders. For sure, I cried and I was desperate to see an entire community being destroyed, you know, erasing all of their bondings like that by destroying the fucking moon. But at the same time, I knew what was coming. I knew that Aang would lose it and would give himself to the spirit, you know, of the ocean and to its anger, and because of that, it would go that crazy with that creature thing destroying the entire city, destroying all of these fire ships, soldiers. And no, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Maybe some of you were like, yes, we did it, we're winning and all, like that's it, they attacked us, we're defending ourselves, that's so great. No, I can't be like that. We're talking about guys just obeying to the orders of an asshole, Zhao. We're talking about hundreds of people dying just like that. It's not okay, like it was not okay for them to attack this city neither. I can't be okay with that. I can't be okay also to see Aang losing control of himself like that. And for sure Katara screaming his name, trying to reach out to him, and at the end she's the one who can reach out to him. Like at the beginning, you know, the memory of Gyatso who was reaching out to him, she took that place. She is a person who is really that close to him, that he can listen, that he can trust that much. For sure, I appreciate that, but it was really painful to see all of that and to know that it would happen, and it was even more painful, you know, with seeing Sokka getting close to Yue, when we knew what would happen to Yue, the fact that she would sacrifice herself to be the moon spirit. At the same time, maybe something that they didn't insist enough with the show is the fact that Yue, her life was a gift that these spirits gave to her. Like she was not supposed to be alive, and in fact, maybe into the original show it was like that, or I felt it more like that, like she was just giving back that gift that they gave her. It was like I borrowed some years, you know, thanks to them I managed to have a life, to have some years, to have fun, to be with my family, and now I'm just giving back my life to them. I had the impression that it was something that they insisted a little more on into the original show. Right there we have a little of it, but maybe not enough. And they are more going with the fact that Sokka felt useless during that battle moment, when in fact he was really there because he was there to understand, to see Zhao did all of that, to help Aang, Iroh, Yue, and to be there for Yue. And yes, that girl needed help and needed someone who loves her while she was making that sacrifice, you know, to know that you're being loved by someone, it's amazing. And her father understood that. Iroh, during that moment, you know, the fact that he helped the Avatar, the fact that he went against Zhao. For sure, Zhao is not gonna be there anymore to say it to Ozai, but it's gonna be said that this one was a traitor, that Zuko was there, and again he failed to have the Avatar, so clearly these two, for the season 2, it's gonna be something. Zhao against Zuko, this moment, this discussion was necessary because even if earlier Iroh already said to Zuko clearly, your father gave you an impossible mission because he didn't want for you to accomplish it and to come back, like, no, it couldn't happen, and even if it would have happened, you wouldn't have that honor of being the new heir. It was really a promise which meant nothing. For Zhao to say it, and to say it also after all of what Zuko lived during this season, so also began to understand on his own, clearly right there, Zuko finally understood that it was true, and also finally understood the place that Azula is taking into the Fire Nation, that she is the true heir, and since a long time in fact. And we didn't see it during this season, but all of their childhood also, and the relationship that they had with their mother also is about that. So clearly for Zuko finally it makes sense, and that's why at the end it's not like, okay, I want to go back with my guys, you know, my soldiers, I want to go back after the Avatar, you know, he doesn't have that rage anymore. He's really just tired of the situation and he needs time to think for himself about what he's gonna do, what his next move is gonna be, and it's just in fact the beginning of Zuko changing. I cannot wait to see that. All of the facts was so well done because all of the bendings are so well done with this show. Like clearly that was one of the things that I preferred the most, you know, with visually how they did things. For sure, all of the cities were also really well done, the costumes, how to represent each culture, it was well done, but really the bendings and the fact that they represented each, you know, bendings differently, like they paid attention to the inspiration behind that, the fact that it was inspired by a different martial arts. It was so great, so well done. For the special effects, other than that, I loved Appa, I loved Momo right there at the end, you know, the ocean creature is really well done. The spirits were also really well done, impressive, and really scary like they were supposed to. At some moment I said it, we could have seen the green screen, but it was during little moments, you know, not for big things, so that's why it's not bothering me that much. I talked about it, the little default that I noted also, it was about the fact that they mixed a lot of stories, but at the end they did it well. It was not amazing how they did it, but they did it well. Again, I'm not sure that it's gonna be enough for the hardcore fans, but for me it was enough. And yes, this first season is functioning well. I was back with this universe, I was back with this story, with these characters. I had all of the scenes that I wanted, none of the lines surprised me. This casting is playing well, how it's represented in screen, it's amazing. And I'm all for it, and I want a season 2 now and a season 3, and I'm pretty sure that if we have a season 2, I'm pretty sure that maybe we can have a season 3 like divided in 2 parts. Like if really this show is functioning on fans and on new viewers, maybe we can have more, like they're gonna try to produce more for them to have more money, but we don't care as long as we have more. Like really, I don't care. I don't care as long as I have more stuff for my show, you know, for my story. I really don't care. It was so cool. Iroh! I was glad to be back with you, my dear, my soulmate. I loved what they made with Zuko's development, with Aang's development also, with Katara's development, with Sokka's development. None of them, you know, was left behind, and that's really great. What they did with the relationships, I loved what they did for Iroh and Zuko, what they did for Katara and Aang, for Katara and Sokka. Maybe a little less for Sokka and Aang, maybe they didn't make enough stuff. They didn't make really something for Katara and Zuko, and I'm glad because this is not it. But still they gave little things for shippers who are gonna ship even with just these little things, so it's great for you. Again, I'm gonna say it each time, I'm not against shippers. Shippers can ship whatever they want as long as they are respectful with all of the other communities, you know, of shippers. And if it's satisfying for you, and I think that some moments can be satisfying for you, it's great, as long as the show is gonna give stuff for other shippers, and as long as the show is gonna make the right ship, you know, the original ship happen. Do you understand what I mean? That they're not gonna change that. Okay, nice, really nice. Tell me what did you think about it, tell me what did you think about the fights, about the special effects, about for sure the ships, the relationships. I know that some of you're gonna be there to talk about that. And if you are a Netcore fan and you don't approve the changes that they made, tell me which one really was the one which made you really mad and all, and are you gonna watch the season 2 no matter what, you know, even with that? And for everyone, are you gonna watch the season 2? Tell me that. You know that I'm reading all of your comments, I'm liking them, I'm responding to them and all. And if you appreciated to spend all of this time with me, guys, you have my Patreon to thank me for that. For Avatar The Last Airbender, for these reaction videos, only the level 2 is enough, meaning only €5. And also, I'm sorry if these videos are gonna be, you know, online, not online, re-uploads, stuff like that. I already know, I saw that with just the first episode that I edited, that I'm gonna have to fight a lot for them. So I'm sorry for that in advance for YouTube. And if you want just everything already available right now, it's on my Patreon. Okay, so I will see you for the season 2. Maybe, I hope so, and maybe I will see you on the comments of my binge watching of Avatar The Last Airbender, the original show, or The Legend of Korra, the spin-off about the next Avatar after Aang. Maybe. No matter what, it's all for you and for me for today, for this season 1 of Avatar The Last Airbender, the Netflix show. So it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Right.